Hey everyone, welcome back to the film Frontline. I am so excited you're here because today we are diving into a movie that has been sitting on the shelf for way too long, but it is finally breaking out of containment. I'm talking about Cold Storage. If you've been missing your fix of Joe Carey, our favorite babysitter from Stranger Things, and you're down for some total B-movie chaos, then buckle up. This film is a wild, gooey, and unapologetically goofy throwback to the kind of horror comedies we just don't see enough of anymore. It's giving Zombieland vibes with a heavy splash of Slither, and honestly, it's kind of the vibe we need right now. So let's get into the tea. Cold Storage is based on the 2019 novel by David Cope. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it's because Cope is a literal legend in Hollywood. We're talking about the man who wrote Jurassic Park, the original Spider-Man, and Mission Impossible. He knows how to build tension and write snappy dialogue in his sleep. Interestingly, Cope adapted his own book for this film, so the DNA of a blockbuster is definitely there, even if the budget feels a bit more indie horror. The opening is actually surprisingly violent and sets a high-stakes tone. They managed to lock this space fungus away in a deep government storage facility in Kansas, but here's the kicker, the government eventually sells the property. In the present day, that top-secret bunker is now just a regular, run-of-the-mill self-storage facility. Enter Joe Carey as Travis, aka Tea Cake. He's a guy with a bit of a criminal past, just trying to keep his head down and work a dead-end job at the facility. He's stuck with a nightmare boss named Griffin, who's trying to rope him into stealing 4K TVs from the units. Travis just wants to live his life, especially once he meets his new coworker, Naomi, played by the amazing Georgina Campbell. But because this is a horror movie, a cockroach, yes, a literal bug, manages to breach the containment of that old green fungus. Before they know it, the fungus is infecting everything. We're talking mutated deer, projectile vomiting, and people literally decaying and transforming before our eyes. Travis and Naomi find themselves trapped in the lower levels of the facility, and they have to figure out how to stop a global extinction event before they become fungus food. What's really cool here is the Easter egg energy of the fungus itself. It's not just a zombie virus, it's a sentient, manipulative organism. The movie uses time lapses to show how it spreads, which feels like a total nod to old school sci-fi. Okay, let's talk about my take on this. Is Cold Storage a masterpiece? No. But is it a total blast? Absolutely. The strongest part of this movie is the chemistry between Joe Carey and Georgina Campbell. They are both so charismatic that you actually care if they get eaten by a mushroom man. Joe Carey is essentially playing a variation of the reluctant hero we love him for, and Georgina Campbell, who was a total queen and barbarian, proves again why she is a modern horror icon. I also loved seeing Liam Neeson play a character that actually feels like his age. He's not doing the I will find you and I will kill you thing quite as intensely here. He brings a bit of levity and grizzled wisdom that really grounds the movie. However, I have to be real with you guys, the movie leans much harder into the comedy than the horror. If you're looking for something that's going to give you nightmares for a week, like The Substance, this isn't it. The gore is definitely there, it's gooey, it's gross, and the practical effects are fun, but it's played for laughs. Sometimes that works, but there are moments where I wish they had turned up the tension just a little bit more. Another slight bummer is that Leslie Manville is totally underused. She's a powerhouse actress, and while she's great in her scenes, I wanted more of her and Liam Neeson's dynamic. Overall, director Johnny Campbell keeps the pace moving fast. At under 100 minutes, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's a breezy, fun B-movie throwback that knows exactly what it is and doesn't try to be anything else. So that's the lowdown on Cold Storage. It's hitting theaters on February 13th, making it a pretty wild choice for a Valentine's Day date, if you ask me. But I want to hear from you. Are you hyped to see Joe Carey back in action against supernatural monsters? And what's your favorite creature feature or horror comedy of all time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the Film Frontline for all the latest Hollywood news and reviews. I'm your host, and I'll see you in the next one.